What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about don't let the pleasures of the fleshly body sway your mind from what's really going on. Now, what that means is, you see, in today's age, you know what I'm saying, the latter days, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they try to take their mind off what's really going on. Now, ain't nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it is something wrong with that because listen, a lot of people like to let the pleasures of the fleshly body sway their mind from what's really going on. Now that means like a lot of people like to do drugs, and I'm talking about drugs that's more than weed, because weed is not a drug. You know what I'm saying? That's just like saying a sunflower is a drug. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's GMO, then yeah, that's a drug. But if it's natural, it's not a drug. But like people like to do like drugs and you know what I'm saying, all this shit to take their mind off what's really going on in their real life. And I understand it hurt, it's pain and all that shit. But you still gotta remember, you can't let the you know what I'm saying, the pleasures of the fleshly body sway your mind from what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because what's really going on is our people out here suffering. Our people out here is in slavery. Not all we in physical slavery, you know what I'm saying? With the 9 to 5 and all this shit. Because we really supposed to be living on earth abundantly. Real talk. That's what people don't understand. Everything in this world is supposed to be free for everybody. Ain't no big eyes, little U's. It ain't supposed to be none of that shit. But it ain't even really physical slavery no more. Our people is in mental slavery. Real shit. Our people is dying every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like we are Negro. Let me break something down to you. Even though I'm talking about pleasures of the fleshly body, but let me just say this to people. Like people don't understand that civilization started from a woman, the Moorback woman. You see what I'm saying? And then all type of different things happened. You know what I'm saying? Slavery came and slave masters raped our ancestors raped their ancestors and shit like that. 'Cause that's how people don't know. Moors, Hebrews, whatever you want to call them, whatever name you want to go by. You know what I'm saying? Semitic, you know what I'm saying? Asiatic Moors, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Indigenous people, you know what I'm saying? They try to give us different titles to make it seem like we different. But it's like the Moors, you know what I'm saying, the Hebrews, whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying. But we were uh, on top of the world at one point in time, and we put white people in slavery. I'm just breaking it down to you, and we thought we was, you know what I'm saying, better than the Most High. So the Most High punished us and put us into slavery. That's why we living out these slavery days right now, mental slavery. You get what I'm saying? Real talk. But the thing about it is, people don't understand. Like people keep saying, "I'm black, I'm African American." You're not African American, you dumbass. You know what I'm saying? You are Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? People gonna say, how am I Hebrew? One, you are a Negro. Negro, right? You a nigger, right? Nigger really means king. So somebody call you nigger, okay, I'm a king. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't get mad off that. But think about it. You a Negro, right? Right? All and look, that's what I'm saying. People keep talking about some Hebrews are all over the world. No shit, you damn fool. But I'm saying though, the African Americans that's in America, we are the ones who are more brainwashed and put down and taken away from our culture. Of course, I know it's Hebrews and Moors all over the world. You fucking fool. I'm just speaking on the ones in America because we the ones who mostly oppressed. You see what I'm saying? People don't know we really powerful. Now listen, the Negroes in America. I am a Negro. Since I am a Negro, that makes me Hebrew. You get what I'm saying? So people say, I'm African American. You're not African American, you dumbass. You are Hebrew because you are a Negro, right? And people don't understand that if you are a Negro, you are Hebrew because Negro and African is totally two different things. See, people don't even understand that. People, I'm African American. No, you're not. You're a Negro. So since you're a Negro, that makes you Hebrew. Real talk. That's what people don't understand. That's two totally different bloodlines. I just had to get that out of the way. And listen, let me break something else down for you. Because I ain't supposed to be talking about this on this video anyway, but a lot of white people, they are part Hebrew, part Moorish, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like I say, it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Different titles. You know what I'm saying? And not exactly the same, but you get what I'm saying. Because the Moors civilized the world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came from the Moorback woman. What I'm trying to say is white people, a lot of white people are Hebrew too, or have Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, this is 100% fact. You see what I'm saying? I don't just be talking just to talk. 7.8 white people in America, 7.8 million white people in America have are a part of the one drop rule. What does that mean? One drop rule is white people who have a drop of Negro DNA inside of them because they slave masters raped our ancestors or our ancestors raped their ancestors. You get what I'm saying? Like you understand what I'm saying? But they have Negro blood inside of them. 7.8 white, 7.8 white. I'm tweaking. 7.8 million white people have Negro blood in them, so that makes them half Hebrew. Like I say, because Negro and African is totally two different things. Okay, remember that. So a lot of white people, that's why a lot of white people be cool. Like I said, I ain't got nothing against them, and I'm just using the word white. You know what I'm saying? Lack of a better word, even though I do have a better word. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like that's what people don't understand. 7.8 white people, 7.8 million white people are half Hebrew, but they got a drop of Negro blood inside of them. Just to give you a fun fact. You see what I'm saying? So we really all in this shit together, really. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's no big eyes, little U's. So we really supposed to be living in this world abundantly. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Now, a lot of people like to get their mind confused. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to have fun. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like to party. They want to party, 24/7, which is 13. They want to keep doing that shit because they don't want to come back to what's really going on. People don't want to see that our people are suffering. People don't want to wake up and look in the mirror and actually see the situation that we are in. Yeah, that's true. We can get ourselves out of here. You know what I'm saying? We put ourselves in this situation, we can get ourselves out. But people don't want to accept anything. The first rule to getting better is acceptance and admitting it's a problem. If we keep on doing the same shit, partying, doing drugs, having sex with anybody, and speaking in general, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just doing anything just to fulfill that fleshly need. They not worried about what's really going on in the world. Fuck all that shit. You need to see what's really going on in the world. A lot of people always want to say, hey, or I'm giving an example. People always want to say, pray for Paris or pray for this country, pray for this country. How the fuck we gonna pray for other countries? You can't even pray for your own goddamn country. You see what I'm saying? Before we go out there, let's fix the problems out here. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying that they problems ain't wrong, but I ain't saying it ain't just as important. But I'm saying how the fuck we gonna help somebody else's problems? We need to fix our own problems first. You see what I'm saying? So stop letting all the temptations and all that shit get to you. Cause like I said, we humans. Of course you gonna urge. I ain't saying that that's not gonna happen. Okay, okay. I'm just saying though, trying to stop trying to use them fleshly pleasures to block out what's really going on. Our people out here suffering, man. We in slavery, man. Real shit. We need to really wake up. This real shit.